Before we get started on pulling out of the transmission though, I wanted to go check on this old girl. See how she's been doing? Well, that's a first. I've never seen that. It's a nice Nike too. Home sweet home. T-Dub just brought the coffee nectar home, and I'm gonna start looking for some loads. I had Coyote call me 3 times this morning, but then I looked at their board. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Lucy. What's going on, dude? Yeah. Yep. It's pretty nice outside. It's warm. It was 82 degrees yesterday coming out of Atlanta. But it's warm now, huh? It's getting ready for the pool to open up.
Hey, I didn't do this. Who did that?
What is it? Let's see if we got any bugs in our new traps. Oh, yeah. These new traps are working pretty good. Like carpenter bees. I got some by the hot tub, too. I'll check those. But yeah, look for some.
It's still alive.
Yeah, they say when the one's still alive, leave it in there because it attracts more friends. So, yeah.
Why do you go in there for?
Well, they look for little holes to burrow in, and when you make those little traps, they think it's somewhere to go. A roly-poly? Roly-poly.
He's a roly-poly.
They'll roll up if you touch them. Just push them on the side. See? Yeah, I'm gonna see if Cowdy had nothing. I don't know why they were calling. Maybe they were just checking in to see what's going on, but wow. We'll see what else is on the boards right here. So let's look at some loads with Truck Smarter today. Right there in the middle. It's not good. I looked at it yesterday and today once again. I mean, with fuel where it is, $3 a mile isn't right. At 90 cents a mile, that's wrong. New Jersey for $1,600. Not looking good. Union, Coyote, Salem, Oregon. Got some stuff in the mail for the boat right there. Gonna have a spare tire finally. Fletcher to Alabama, 900. That's decent. Might be able to get more out of that. Couple decent loads. And there still might be made, but with the fuel so high, it's kind of hard. And we're doing transmission now today. So we are not a truck driver anymore. We're a mechanic. Save more money, and I get my truck back in way better time by doing it myself. Would have been at least a month and a half and waiting for parts. So paid a little bit more for this transmission, but it was here in 4 days. Let's see. Those Hickory to Midlothian, Virginia, those have been on there for a while. Lots of them. Beach Island to Yulee, $791. Yikes. Not looking great. But those are loads this morning, and I already have it in my mind. I'm not going to take a load. I'm just going to, unless it's picked up later at night, but I'm probably going to be pretty tired by the end of this video. I'm going to put the whole transmission back in, transfer case and everything. So, got to fix Cason's shoe real quick. He always pulls his thing out because he pulls his feet out so quickly. Yeah, those are the loads. Lots of loads. I mean, there's actually lots of loads. It's just the rates went to nothing. So, I don't know. We'll see if we get something. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a programming. Probably, I don't think I'll get that far to get it all done today, but tomorrow I'll probably programming the computer for the transmission, and has to have like a 300 mile a break-in period before you can actually pull stuff with it. So, nice transmission though. It'll be getting going in today. And those were loads on Truck Smarter. My goodness. And those loads are atrocious, right? Just horrible, but we did get the spare tire holder. We'll put that on. And something just showed up. Let's get her unloaded. That one was just a stock transmission. On this other side over here. If we can get up there. I don't know if it'll go up the curb.
It should. I'm going to come at it from the front.
We'll put her like right here. 42 and everything.
Telling you, saved your back.
Yeah, if that was manual, you'd be making a little bit further, right in front of the tire. But keep going, right there. Boom. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That is gonna.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna unbox this thing and get to work today. Let's go check it out.
Is it that red thing?
It is that red thing.
What is
Yeah.
it?
It's a closer look at what came in that box. Got a spare tire holder and a spare tire. Oh yeah. Oh, climbing on top, huh? It looks like they kind of made me something down here so I can put the old transmission in there because I get a $2,000 core charge if I send them that old 68 RFE. All right, no. Okay, let me cut it. Let's get this thing open. BT diesel. So there you go. You scan that thing to get it back. Okay, let me cut it and you can start pulling. Watch out. All right, pull from there. There you go. Wow, they give you a whole case. That's awesome. So I'll just put the old one right back in there. That is really cool. And they were a good, I'll leave it right there, Case. It's got stuck on one of the straps. That was 2 months for a stock one from the dealer. 1 to 2 months, and then it was only a week for this. So this got here in 4 days. So I highly recommend BD Diesel. We got a triple disc torque converter, upgraded clutches inside it, and billet input output shafts. So yeah. Pull it this way. There you go. Good job. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Whoa.
Is this one for the chicken?
That is for this big white truck right here. That's what broke. Isn't that cool? See, we got a little strap to hold the torque converter in there.
What's this pliers?
New torque converter bolts already have thread lock on them. I like it. That little tiny bolt. 6 of those that hold your torque converter on to your flex plate. And yeah, I'm going to become a mechanic now because their loads are so bad. I might as well save money and time. Okay.
Hey, can I cut these?
Line pressure module.
Can I cut this?
So they upgraded those. I didn't know about that. No, yeah, you can cut that. Okay, don't cut anything else, Sky. What's this?
Whoa!
We will figure out what this is. But they didn't tell me anything about bringing those to us.
Can we cut this off?
Press adapter.
Can we cut this off?
7.5 to, oh wait. Okay. Yeah, you can cut that off. Thank you, Bubba. A little bit. Get right there in the middle. Push hard on the sides. There you go. All right, that's enough. No more cutting anything off. Cool. Well, that's the transmission we need. That's where our linkage goes for our gear selection. There's our main plug. Jason, stop cutting stuff off, okay? I said no more. No, I got to get that off, so leave it alone. Well, there we go. That's my job today. Getting that out. And that's 350 pounds, including the pallet, so a little bit less than that. And we'll get that one in there, and we should be rocking and rolling again. Billet input output shafts. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. That's where the transfer case goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I found a rock.
You found a rock.
Yeah, come here.
That's pretty cool. That's actually a piece of wood.
What is this?
A piece of wood. That's a strap to hold it in this crate. We're going to put the old one back in there. No, you're not cutting the casing. Stop cutting things. All right, guys, I'm going to get to work. And cool, these just showed up for the Screaming Chicken, too. These are giving me options for 4 terminals. Alternator, starter, all that on both sides. I just really need the positive side, but negative side I can go to the block and go to the chassis. That kind of stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. That's going to make it a lot easier to distribute. Make it simplified. But my rest of the day involves that right there. Going over the instructions with the BD Diesel's provided papers they have there, it's awesome. They give you 2 YouTube videos to watch, and what they're saying, hello, what they're saying is there's a relearn process that you need to computer up. Hey, put that back inside, you're gonna get dirty. Relearn process I have to do once I get the new transmission in with the computer system. You have to have like a snap-on scanner, a good scanner, or a Chrysler scanner. So luckily my buddies at Sunrise Auto are gonna let me borrow the snap-on they have, and I can do a relearn. And that's just to make sure that all the shift points are smooth and are set out. There's no codes from the old transmission messing up, which the old transmission didn't mess up too bad, but it was starting to slip real bad. So that's why I did this. So we're changing it out. I can get this one out, get them back in, and then that other line pressure thing that I showed you, They want you to have the manual line pressure and the computer line pressure, the actual and the desired. And they want them all to be pretty close together, like 125, 128. So we'll do that over at sunrise, but right now we just got to get that one out, that one in, and then do the quick learn. And then you do just like 50% throttle shifts first through fourth until you feel like it's a good sequence. So, and then you can go to fifth and sixth gear, which are using the same clutch packs as second and third. So cool. Let's start getting the flywheel bolts off the old one and getting it down. Yeah.
I know something to get up there.
Really? You do?
Up there,
Good
up
times.
there.
Before we get started on pulling that other transmission though, I wanted to go check on this old girl. See how she's been doing? Fire her up. All the good stuff. Okay. How you been, girl? Miss me? I miss you. Wish I could be out there making money with you. We just have a supply and demand market that is not very demanding. My goodness. All right, and also I have a couple of tools that I need to get out of here. Like a couple extensions for the 3/4 inch socket, so let's get that. Okay, she is aired up and rumbling. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we miss you. Eventually, we'll see if we can get some loads. Okay. 700, 134. I like it. All right, let's go change the transmission. We're back at it, and let me tell you something. There's this little bracket that connects right here with these two to the kind of the bell housing, almost to the transmission, and then holds on the side of the block. You have to get that out of the way. Real easy, it's just 15s, and it comes out, and that gives you enough room for your ratchet to move. To get these little guys out, and they are a pain in the butt. Would probably be easier if I didn't have these giant control arms, but I have to go my hand through the middle of them. And then it's just tedious moving the flywheel and getting them out, but we got three more to go. Getting those torque converter bolts out for me. So I got all 6 of those out, and then you have to release your dipstick, your level. It goes in the side of the transmission down there. There's also a connector on that side you got to get out. And that's the last of everything connecting, holding it in. So we'll take the bolts out and slowly ease it back. You getting those off for me? Thank you, dude. You are riding the leaf blower. Well done, well done. Torque converter's out. Leaked a little bit coming out, they always kind of do. And the transmission's out, so really had to make sure I got the filler tube out, which goes in right there. I kind of put a towel on it. And then there's a connector on the side. Don't forget about that one, if you're ever looking at this video to do your own. And now we got to put that big boy in. And we had to pull off the sway bar. What's wrong? Yeah, it's bright out here, huh? Your eyes? Let's go back inside where it's not bright. I think T-Dub's got me a sandwich. Can you get that leaf blower for me?
Yep.
Thank you. So $10 a piece. I have 15 here. I'm gonna need 5 more. Let's do this. So I cleaned the last O'Reilly out of it. 15 quarts. We need 20 quarts. And this one, they're completely out. So the next O'Reilly is quite a bit of a drive, but we need 5 more quarts to fill up the tranny and transfer case. Let's do it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go again tomorrow. I want to get the transmission back in. I'll fill up the tranny, and then I'll have to get 5 more quarts of this full synthetic before I can do the transfer case. I can put the transfer case in, but then I can just fill it up. So let's get the transmission back in, torque converter on, pre-fill the torque converter with one of these, 2 of these actually, and then get it in there. Try not to make too big of a mess, but at least we can get the old, there's a couple connections I need to get off the old transmission, put them in the new transmission, like this guy right here, and there's another little like breather hose I had to switch off. And I tried to take off my cross member to make this easier. I'd have to take off the whole front suspension, the upper control arms, and all the bracketry that holds it up, because the way it was designed, that all has to come off before that cross member comes off. So I got about 1.5 inches more room. It could go up and down now, but it would be so much easier with that out of the way. But now we can at least put that bracket back on that I took off. But something always has to happen, right? But there's a couple sensors that I thought I had to replace on it, but they actually just give you brand new ones. So it's pretty cool. Like this one right here. Doo-doo. All right, and those are the 2 lines. We'll get it all in there, and I got some more silicone to kind of go around the where the transfer case bolts up, and we'll rock and roll. But right now, let's try and get that one in there. Getting those tight? Good job, dude. So we got this little thing off, and we'll put it back on this side over here, like so. Kylan was helping me take it off. Let's get Kylan to put it back on. Yeah, baby. Case and what? Well, you do this one, baby. Come here. Hey, Kylan. Kylan. Do this one. Right here. Come on. Only wants what his brother has. So I was a little worried for a second on the shift linkage because I figured it had to be in the right perfect spot for, it's in neutral right now, this one is. But there's actually, you can see, one big groove on the top, so that puts it perfectly where it needs to go. So let's see if this one's in neutral too. No, it's more towards the top, so this one's clicked back a little bit. It must be in park. So we'll put it in neutral once we get it on, which is straight down. That'll let us spin for the drive shafts and stuff. But get that on there, simple, just a 10 millimeter. Tighten that up again, and it'll stay on there. Cool. Well, that was the one thing I was worried about, but we're good. So we have our bracket off our old transmission back here that holds the cable. What's that? What is it? That's a torque converter. That's the new triple disc torque converter by BB.
Did you paint it?
No, they painted it to put their triple disc coolness on it. Then we have our sensors, one here and one here that we had to transfer over. They did paint this. We got this bracket on, and then that's where our lines go in, those two red ones, and then that sensor, they gave us a new one, so cool. Now we got to gently get this back in there, and I have to put the torque converter in separately. So once the transmission's up in there, then I put the torque converter on. Otherwise, it won't fit up there. Yeah, baby.
Why can't they do the formula out here?
Because there's a street with a lot of cars that drive down it, and I love you guys. I don't want to lose you. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it is time for T-dubs. She is in there. Not easy at all, but we got it. Just hard with it being so lifted, but that's the price of custom, right? Get that thing back in the crate, fill it up with some fluid, go get some more fluid tomorrow. Oh man, a little bit of a rough job, but we can get it done. Just gotta get 8 of these in now and get the dowels lined up. And once that's in, the torque converter's already on. The torque converter's pre-loaded with fluid, and it is a beautiful, beautiful night. And there's the crescent moon. All right, I'm gonna get T-dubs out here, guys, and close out this video. Another cool thing that BD does, transmission is in. It's all bolted down. I just have to get the flywheel bolts in. Then I can start putting the transfer case on. But before I do that, right up on this, it's a pressure enhance for the CX 68 RFE. And there's one from 07 to 18 or 08 to 18, and there's one from 09 to 19 to newer. We got the 08 to 18. Anyways, it just inlines to your factory harness and then plugs back in. And then this runs up to your map sensor and plugs right in the factory and then plugs back in. And it'll turn your pressure for your transmission. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, 160 PSI is pretty dang high. It'll run it to 250 PSI to support the bigger clutches and a triple disc torque converter. So quite the upgrade. So definitely use this wiring, and it gives you zip ties and everything. They kind of run it off the factory wiring so it's staying away from anything hot or anything moving. So that's pretty cool. Let's go put that in. And it's pretty dummy proof. I was worried there's going to be a connector that was the same, but it has 4 prongs, and there's only one connector that has 4 prongs. So I checked the other 2, and they're just 2 prongs that are yellow. So it's right up here on the other side of this where the transfer case will mount. It's on this side over here, the passenger side. And there's a little plug right there, so you just don't plug that in. Plug it into this thing, and then plug the other side into there, and then run your wires so they don't touch nothing. Cool, cool. Oh, hi, Boots. What's going on? Boots just walked by. Did a little bit of black silicone around the transfer case attachment so that it won't leak. Shouldn't leak anyways, but just a little extra help. And then we'll put this transfer case on while the transmission's still supported, because then we can get the cross member back in to support the weight of the transmission and the transfer case.